Hi there, I'm Construction Gamer and this is a UK mod showcase for Transport Fever 2. Got loads to cover in this episode. There's loads of brilliant new mods that have come out. I've had a bit of a break because my computer broke, so there has been chance for the modders to get out some mods, and one's just dropped this weekend which will feature at the end, which is very exciting indeed. We're starting though with this, the Puffing Billy by Steve M4. He's been at it again, creating more classic locomotives from the 1800s and the very early 1900s. This one is from 1813 and it's old. It says in the description it's very old. It's going to be out as soon as you start the game. You start the game in 1850, so it is, I think it is one of the very first steam locomotives of its type. There's two different versions. We'll take a look at the depot in a minute, but yeah, just a fab looking little locomotive. If you need one, if you're starting off the game very early on, then you could put it to use in that. If we bring up the UI and then head over to a depot somewhere, which is not there, it is here, and we're going to buy a vehicle, aren't we? Steam right down the bottom here. You got the Puffing Billy 040 and then you got the 080. Just the two different wheel configurations there. It's top speed of 15 miles per hour, so it's not going to set any records, with a power of about 66 horsepower. So yeah, it's not going to be a record breaker, but it's still very early on in the game. So the next thing I want to take a look at is the Mk3. This one over here. Not that one, that's just a Class 90. Well, I say it's just a Class 90, it is a Class 90. We've got some Mk3 carriages, and then on the back we've got a Mk3 driving van trailer, finally, to put on the back of any consist. It is suggested that you do subscribe to the Class 90 and obviously the Mk3 carriages as well. This is just a virgin consist from the mid-90s through to the 2000s, before the Pendolinos arrived. These would have worked on the West Coast main line. There are a couple of different variants. I know we're looking at the Class 90 there rather than the actual Mk3 DVT. But yeah, been a lot of people waiting for this mod to come out, and it's finally here. We'll take a look at it in the depot. It is a passenger wagon, and it's going to be in the Mk3 coaches, and it's down the bottom. So there's a couple that's got the Virgin there, so you can make the Virgin consist. You've got the Intercity Swallow, and then there's a BR Blue Cargo D. It does suggest in the description that you subscribe to the Class 90 or to put an accurate consist together, but I would also suggest, if you wanted to make the Cardiff to Holyhead Wagon Express consist, then you might use a Class 67 and some Mk3 carriages as well. We haven't got the Arriva livery, but that BR dark blue would probably be close enough, I think, for that. So yeah, that Mk3 DVT available. The early one, the Intercity, and the Intercity one should be available from about 1988. This is by CW315. Mr. Transport Guy, Fun Clive and Young Len. There's a bit of a collaboration on this for those. So yeah, just finishes off any consists that you're putting together. So yeah, let's just chuck one together. So we've got the Class 90, and I think you're going to need the reskin pack as well for that if you want to put a Virgin consist together, and then you're just gonna get that. Chuck those together, and then one of those on the end, like that. No, not one of them. After all this time, I still can't get used to this purchasing. And then, yeah, put that together. I'm not sure if there is a fixed formation available. I would try and search, but the search is absolutely awful on this. Yeah, I think I did see a fixed formation, so if you wanted to put together the correct formation, it might be there. But I cannot see. Oh, there we are. We've got. Let's get rid of those, and then add one of those there. So there's a fixed formation in the West Coast, and you've got the Intercity and Hull Trains D Cargo. Wrexham, Shropshire. What does that look like actually? Add one of them. Yeah. So actually, Wrexham and Shropshire, that could stand in for the Holyhead to Cardiff express service, which is currently by Transport for Wales, but it was originally by Arriva. So yeah, there we are. I've got the Mark 3s now. What else do I want to look at? We've got quite a lot to look at, so I've tried to make sure it's all in order. We do have class 421 available from 1964. This is a third rail train, and this is by Killer Cans. There's a couple of variants of this. I've got the Southwest Trains version of this. I haven't got the third rail mod active or installed on this build, but yeah, this is a third rail vehicle, and it is just looks great, really well detailed. Like I said, few different variations of this. I don't think they're not in service anymore, but yeah, you would have them around the southwest. Although saying that, there's a Southwest Trains version, and then if we head to the depot, it is an electrical multiple unit, and it is somewhere. There it is. Class 421, 87 miles per hour top speed, 1000 horsepower, capacity of 84. You've got a BR green, BR blue grey. You've got Network Southeast, and then a Southwest Trains variant of that as well. I think someone's working on maybe some colours, reskins for this, or it might already be out for the Class 421. Next one I want to look at is, this is pretty similar to the last one we looked at, the Mark 3, but this is the Grand Central consist, which is going to be operating on the Blackpool to Euston service when it finally gets up and running. So again, we've got the Class 90 reskin, and it reskins the Mark 4 carriages and the Mark 4 DVT as well. So you're going to have to download or subscribe to the Class 90, and you're going to want the Intercity 225 base model, which is the Intercity Swallow train, in order for this to work. We're currently looking at the Mark 4 DVT for this. Again, this one you can put together yourself, and there is a fixed formation if you just want to put that together in the correct formation. So yeah, there we are. There's that Grand Central one. Again, just nipping back into the depot, take a look at that. So you've got what this does. So if you go to electric, Class 90 again, you've got the Grand Central there, reskin of that, which is contained within this, and then passenger wagons, these are Mark 4s. You've got a few different variations there, just add those. And then down at the bottom you've got the Grand Central DVT there. When you're building the train or building your consist, it might look as if this is in the wrong colour. The Class 90 does seem to have the older yellow stripe, but once you actually put it to work, it is in the correct orange colour. And again, I think if you go through the list of all, there is a fixed formation for the Grand Central consist as well, if you just want to put that into place. Now we're getting into, oh, did I say Grand Central repaint pack, Mark 4 coaches, DVT and Class 90, available from 2020 and by CW315. I'm just getting a bit ahead of myself there because there is so much to feature. Now we're getting into some, these are great mods, but we're getting into some really exciting mods now, which I think people have been waiting for quite a while. So we're going to get in with the first one, which is the Mark 5 carriages and the driving vehicle, or the driving trailer. It's not a driving van because it does actually have a passenger capacity. The Mark 3 DVT doesn't have any capacity because it is just a van, whereas this is an actual passenger carrying train. So it's almost like a fixed formation DMU, I guess. It's just that it's loco hauled. So you're going to have to download the 68 and the 68 repaint pack for this to work, and then you can have the Mark 5 carriages, and it just looks awesome. And you can hear, might be able to hear there in the background, the Class 68 chugging away. Just, yeah, really nice. I've been waiting for this for what feels like a long time. It's finally here. I think it operates on the Liverpool to Scarborough service. I'm not sure if it might operate anywhere else, but yeah, just appreciate that just for a little minute. And then if you go down, we've got the Mark 5 carriages with the working plug doors. It's all fully working. You've got the interiors there as well. And then obviously you've got the 68 on the front or the back, depending on which direction you're going, powering the whole vehicle. It should be fairly rapid because the Class 68 is a powerful locomotive, and it's not really being asked to push that much in terms of weight of carriages. It is, I think, from people who've been on it, I haven't actually had a chance yet. People have said it is pretty rapid. This will be in, is it in Wagon's passenger? Don't think it is. It might be. No, I think you do have to go to all, and then it is around here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Transpennine Express Nova 3. It's Transpennine branded their fleet, the Nova 3. So the Loco Hold one is the Nova 3. So first of all, if we want to go to locomotives, we're going to need the Class 68, and then we will have to have the repaint pack, so we've got the correct Transpennine Express livery. And then if we go back to all, hopefully that should still be there, but it's not. It is there, and then we add that. This doesn't come in separate carriages because it is just a fixed formation in a 5-car set with the driving vehicle on the end there. The speed is limited by the train, but it's 100 miles per hour, which is pretty quick. A capacity of 100 on that, which sounds about right for a 5-car formation. And obviously, like I said, the Class 68 is a powerful locomotive. It's about 3,000 something horsepower, 3,800 horsepower, top speed of 100 miles per hour. So it's pretty quick and powerful enough. Now I think we're coming on to the main event. This just dropped on Saturday, so I've re-recorded this video just to feature this. Where is it? There it is. People have been waiting for this for what feels like ever, and CW has finally delivered. Just before I go in, I didn't think I mentioned the creators, which is silly of me. The Mark 5 carriages by the Phantom, Mr. Transport Guy and CW315 collaborated on the Mark 5 carriages. Just should be mentioning those creators. And then the creator of the Class 390, which we're looking at now, is again by 3W315. He seems to have been very, very busy since I was away. And this just looks rather excellent. Trying to get a good view there without any trees in the way. Just trying to appreciate this. We're currently riding along. This is the 9-car formation. Again, this comes in a fixed formation. You can't put your own together, but they are classed as an EMU, electrical multiple unit, in a fixed formation. Unfortunately, because of the limitations of the game, they do not tilt. It's just something, it's just something that can't be done within the limitations of the game, unfortunately. But it still doesn't detract from the actual train itself, from the model. We'll wait for it to come into the station. The first class section there. It's all lit up with a little tabletop lights. It's got all the details in there that you'd expect for the Pendolino. If you haven't subscribed to it already, I suggest you get it subscribed because it is just fabulous. You don't have to have it on the West Coast mainly, you can have it on whatever you want. There you've got the plug doors, vestibules all lit up correctly. It just looks rather excellent, I think. Just heading into the depot. As I was recording this, I remembered that Elliot 85 has done an Avanti version that's already available on the Steam Workshop, so I've just quickly subscribed to that. So heading into the depot, we've got 6 different variations. So we've got the Virgin trains, we've got the Avanti, and we've got the unbranded white, which meant a lot of the 390s had for quite a while. And then again, we've got the 12-car variation of that. If we go, just click on the Avanti one, add one of those. The 9-car version is 230 metres long, whereas the 12-car version is 281 metres long. So if you put down a standard 260 metre long or 240 metre long station, you are going to have to add at least one more segment to that station so that they fully fit within that actual station. So yeah, the 9-car variant 170 capacity, and the 12-car variant is 195. You'll see there the speed says 140. That is correct for the Class 390. They are capable of doing 140 miles per hour, but they are limited to 125 on the West Coast Main Line because of the signalling and some of the curvature as well. There's the Avanti one. I just wanted to take a quick look at that. I just noticed, I've just looked back on the video I've just been recording actually, and I've noticed there is a little bit of glitching when I sometimes pan the camera. I'm not sure why that is, but I've had a couple of issues with performance recently, so I'll try and be as smooth as I can. But I just wanted to show the Avanti West Coast branded Class 390 Pendolino. So that's available now on the Steam Workshop. That's by Elliot85, the original Class 390 model by CW315. Where is he? Where's the Vinagin one? It is in the station, just about to depart. Yeah, I don't want to be inside the station because it doesn't. Let's just speed up a little bit. Wait for it to reverse. Oh, there we are. Get a nice view of that because I'm just about to say. Until next time, bye bye.